I'm Victoria Sassine from Babson College and the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program. Later on in this program, we're going to be discussing customer segmentation for both your current customer and for your new target customer based on your opportunity statement. Now, understanding who your current customer is today, what drives them, and why do they buy from you, this is imperative to adopting your growth plan. We have to know the strengths and weaknesses of your business model today so we can enhance your company and then implement your new growth strategies. As part of this process, and as part of your pre-work for sales and marketing, you need to do a little homework. We need you to fill out the How Well Do You Know Your Customer pre-work spreadsheet. Please answer these questions based on your current customers. Don't worry, we'll do your future customers in class. Now, as a guide, we've included several examples of customer segmentation based on real Goldman Sachs scholars. We look forward to seeing you in class. What we will learn in this pre-work is who is our customer today? How did we reach this customer? Then we will build upon this in the face-to-face to look at our target customer. There are lots of different ways to look at our customers. There's lots of different ways to look at customers. This is called customer segmentation. You can look at customers from a standpoint of consumer versus commercial. You could also look at them by vertical market. We can look at our customers by channel, by features, by mindset, by demographics, and by phase of life. How do you look at your customers? As we work towards this assignment, we'll give you a case study of a Goldman Sachs scholar named Rolling Green's Nursery. Rolling Green's Nursery is a nursery and grower of perennials located in Seacoast, New Hampshire. It's a family-owned garden center. You probably have something similar to you near your town. We'll walk through the example of Rolling Green, looking at the ways they can segment their customers. Rolling Green segments its customers currently by consumer versus commercial, people who are residential owners or live in an apartment who buy plants and seeds versus commercial landscapers. It doesn't really make sense for them to segment by vertical market, so that's not a segmentation that they use. But they could segment by channel. Currently, Rolling Greens only sells in-store retail, but eventually they want to try to sell online or maybe even nationally distribute their products in a catalog. Rolling Green could segment by features, for example, the way people buy their products. Some of their residential purchasers buy because they like the price. They're just in for the best price they possibly can get. Others of them like the plant varieties. They're always looking for something interesting. Rolling Green could also segment its customers by mindset. Are their gardeners, are they beginning and learning gardeners? Or are their gardeners just more sophisticated, people who are always looking for something interesting to put in to the Seacoast New England climate? They also could segment by demographics, and this may be some way that you already look at your customers. Their demographics are, for the most part, they have homeowners with incomes of greater than $60,000 a year. They could also segment by phase of life. This is a very common segmentation. For Rolling Green, they could say, well, is this the first home purchase? Is this someone who's renting an apartment? Are these retirees? Are these people who have a growing family, etc.? None of these ways are better or worse than the other. It's just a way to begin to look at our customers to really understand what their pain points are and what makes sense. After working with Rolling Green and walking through the different segments they could make, we decided that a consumer versus commercial segment makes more sense for them. And this is the way that they'll actually develop their customer value proposition and develop their different marketing messages. Now it's your turn. We want you to think of your top current segment of customers for your current business, not your growth opportunity. We'll be spending time face to face, but who do you currently sell to? And how do you segment your customers? Again, by looking at that customer segmentation, you may segment in a different way than Rolling Green does, and that's fine. It's actually common for us to see people segment in a whole bunch of different ways. By vertical market, for example, if people sell to different types of vendors, such as they might sell to medical suppliers, and then they may sell to veterinarian suppliers. Another way we often see people segment is by phase of life. They could be selling things to retiree, for example, health insurance, which is very different than when you're selling health insurance to a 20-something just starting their career. You answer these questions. Who's in your group and who is in this group or segment? We'd like that by the highest by percentage or dollars. Is the user a real user or a decision maker? Where does this segment get information, help, or answers? What does this group care about relative to your product or service solutions? What's the biggest pain or issue this group faces and wants a solution? And finally, how do you want customers to feel after using your product service? This is a good exercise you could actually bring to your work environment and have your staff help you answer this question. As an example, we've done the customer segmentation for Rolling Green. They found that their top segment was actually residential gardeners who like learning and are hands-on. They gave them a cute name called Ready Residentials. They found out that the Ready Residential is both. They're both the user of the person who gardens, and the decision maker. This is the person who actually goes to the store and buys the product. This group of Ready Residential gardeners gets information via online, looking at self-help blogs. They also get information from newsletters and community local gardening centers, and some from social media. Now, what this group really cares about in the Rolling Green example is they really want strong, healthy plants. They want plants that are not going to die on them. They also want to be able to have good customer help and service. When they go to the retail location, they want someone who can answer their questions about particular types of plants and seeds. The biggest pain point or issue with this group? Well, if you've ever been a gardener, they really want to make sure their plants are alive after they've installed them and just don't die 2 weeks later. And finally, Rolling Green really wants its customers to feel happy and knowledgeable and really be proud of their gardening efforts. On top of that, they want those gardeners to come back. Okay, the next step, this is your turn. Please click on the tab and you will be given a table that you can download and fill out to look at what your top customer segmentation is. We're excited to discuss this in class. Thank you.